guys, it's Lee from Prana Yoga and Fitness, and I have a couple of very special guests here. This is Carla Jones.
Hi.
And Teddy Brosi. Carla is a registered nurse, and Dr. Brosi is double-boarded physician in family medicine and what is that, lifestyle medicine?
Lifestyle medicine.
Yeah, so that's a new one on me, but that's really cool to be board certified in that too. So we're going to be talking a little bit about Juice Plus, and which is a product program that they participate with. And so tell me a little bit about Juice Plus.
Absolutely. So Juice Plus, you know, it's simple. And I like to keep things simple because I don't know about y'all, but life is really full for a lot of us, and I think everybody is looking for simple. And so Juice Plus is essentially the nutrition from 30 plus different fruits, vegetables, berries, and omegas that have been grown to peak ripeness, have been pulverized, the whole piece of produce whenever possible, the water extracted, and along with it goes the sugar, and then dried at very low temperatures and then encapsulated. So it is a way to get the nutrition from 30 plus different fruits, vegetables, and berries in a capsule or a chewable.
Guys, you know, I already eat a lot of fruits and vegetables daily. I tell you, it's a lot. But so then why should I really supplement my diet with Juice Plus?
That's a great question, and we get that a lot. So there's a couple different things. One, we probably are not eating 7 to 13 servings, which is what we're supposed to be doing every day, which a serving size is the size of your fist. So it differs for everybody. I mean, some days I can get pretty close to that. Some days I can't. So it's not just one time a week, but every single day we're supposed to be doing that. So if you are, that's amazing. Keep it up. The other thing is variety. So consistency is hard. Variety can be really hard, especially because we're limited in the produce that we can get in our grocery stores. And so to eat all the different rainbow colors every day is really hard too. And then unless you're growing it, you know, in your backyard, which, you know, here we are in February and I'm not growing anything in my backyard, what we're getting at the grocery store is oftentimes very nutrient deficient, because in order for it to arrive at our grocery stores, not molded and gross, it has to be picked weeks before it's actually ripened. And so the majority of the nutrition goes into the plant in the last 48 hours that it's on the vine or, you know, the bush, the tree, whatever. And so when we're picking it super early, we're picking it without the bulk of the nutrition. And then for every day that it sits on a truck or on a boat to get transported, you know, the hundreds to thousands of miles, then it's continuing to lose more and more nutrition. So by the time it gets to the grocery store, what we are getting is super nutrient deficient. They've done a study recently talking about the amount of spinach to get the same amount of nutrition that you could in a cup of spinach from 1950. You have to eat something like, I think somewhere between 40 and 60 cups of spinach now, which is just outrageous. And so that's the biggest thing, is that yes, even if we are eating it, it's going to be nutrient deficient. We're probably not eating those 7 to 13 servings every single day consistently, and we're definitely usually not getting the variety either.
You know, so I'm new to Juice Plus, and I am curious, is it affordable?
Juice Plus is absolutely affordable. For about the price of a Starbucks coffee, you can eat Juice Plus every day. And I know most of us spend that much kind of frivolously and without thought. So making a mindful decision every day to put this nutrition into our body is a fantastic choice. And my motto is always, you know, you can either pay the farmer now or pay the pharmacy later. So, you know, so I definitely make this a priority every day in my budget for my family.
So do they use organic products in Juice Plus? Plus organic?
So the short answer actually is no. It's not certified as organic. I know everybody always kind of goes, what? It's better than organic. So if you don't know, organic doesn't mean it's never sprayed. It just means there's certain herbicides, pesticides, insecticides that are not allowed to be sprayed on it. Our Juice Plus produce is never sprayed. And so that means that everything that you are getting in Juice Plus has never been touched with any kind of insecticide, herbicide, pesticide. And in addition to that, all of our Juice Plus products are certified by NSF, which is an independent third-party organization that comes in and tests all of our products to make sure that what is on the label is actually in the product, nothing more, nothing less. So we don't have to worry about mold, insecticides, pesticides, contaminants, heavy metals, none of those things that are so often found in other unregulated supplements. Ours has that NSF certification letting us know that what you are getting is safe and you are getting exactly what we are telling you is in Juice Plus. So, in that way, I think it's way better than organic.
So I noticed as I read this label a little bit earlier, the very first ingredient is soy protein, and I've heard a little bit of controversy about that. So is soy protein safe?
Yes, thank you for that question. I think it's a really important one. So there's a lot of confusion around the safety of soy. And so the biggest question is it going to activate the estrogen parts of the body? Because there are some nutrients in soy, some molecules that can mimic estrogen, and we used to think that this was really harmful, in particular with concerns for breast cancer and other types of cancers. But what we know now is that there's actually two types of estrogen receptors on those organs. One that you can think of as like a brake, and one that you can think of as a gas. And so the estrogens that we consume from animal products, for instance, or milk and dairy, or the ones that we make ourselves, they're like the accelerators, right? They speed up that. The estrogens that we get from soy products, in particular non-GMO soy products, such as the one that's in Juice Plus, or that you would get in things like tofu or edamame, they're actually like the brake. So they slow down how your body responds to the estrogen. So what we actually know now is that they're incredibly protective against things like breast cancer. And so we need to be actually eating soy products on a regular basis, every week, several times a week, to protect ourselves from those cancers. And the younger that you start, the more protected that you are. And so certainly I include this in my personal regimen every day, and make sure that my daughter also consumes this now that she's a teenager. So excellent question.
Okay, guys, I was hoping you can elaborate a little bit about the omega-3s that you guys have in the Juice Plus product.
Yeah, so what I love about our Juice Plus Omegas is, or kind of what differentiates them from other Omegas on the market is, one, it's not just Omega-3s. You get Omega-3, 5, 6, 7, and 9. So you get 5 different Omegas. In addition to that, because a lot of people will ask, mine are even pharmaceutical grade. Well, what makes our stand apart is that we get all of our omegas from the plant. So these are completely 100% vegan, even down to the capsule. So we skip the middle fish and go straight to the fish's source of omegas in the algae, as well as other plants that we're pulling these omega oils from. And then in addition to that, so it makes it more sustainable because we're overfishing our seas. And so to continue with fish oil long term is just not going to be possible. In addition to that, what happens with a lot of the omegas on the market is they actually can become rancid, the fish oil, by the time it reaches the store, because what happens is in order to encapsulate the omegas, they have to heat them. And that turns those fish oil, it degrades them, turns it rancid, and essentially makes it worthless. It's not going to do anything in your body. All of our omegas are actually cold pressed, meaning we encapsulate them using a cold press process, which holds all of those omega nutritions intact, so that when we take them in, it makes it 100% bioavailable, meaning our body can absorb it immediately, 100% into the bloodstream. So we are getting the nutrition from all of those omegas. And we've done some studies that show the power of the omegas with eating the fruit, vegetable, and berry blend, and how it raises the omega-3 index, which is really the main way that we look to see how well our body is absorbing it. So, yeah.
So Teddy, how come more doctors aren't recommending products like Juice Plus?
Well, I can't speak for any other doctor necessarily, but I can tell you why I didn't recommend it to begin with. I didn't even know it existed. We often, we're very evidence-based, geared scientists in a way, and so when we recommend things, we really like to know that there's a lot of science behind it, and we don't learn a whole lot about nutrition. I think in my 4 years of medical school and 3 years of residency, I only learned a couple hours of nutrition on the topic. Once physicians find out about this, there are thousands of physicians that recommend Juice Plus to their patients. It's the science that draws us in, and then we can't help ourselves. We have to keep sharing it with everyone.
Yeah, and that's the case for me too. Going through nursing school, I was never taught anything about nutrition. So I think it's just one of those things that the way our medical field is trained right now, we're not taught about nutrition and the importance of nutrition and the role that plays in disease prevention. And so, until that becomes a priority, we're going to continue to find a lot of people that don't know how important it can be to flood our bodies with this micronutrition every day.
Medical education is changing. They are learning currently in some medical schools a lot more about plant-based nutrition, the importance of food as medicine, and that's really, really encouraging because we know how powerful that can be, and we've known it for many, many years. It's just not being taught. It hasn't really integrated into medical education.
And that's what we're on. We're on a mission to help one person, one family at a time, to be able to educate them and help them help their family.
Excellent, guys. Well, hey, thank you so much for coming in today.
Absolutely.
It has been a real treat to have you here and talking about Juice Plus. I know it's going to really change a lot of lives for people who participate in the program. So we really appreciate you being here.
Thanks so much for having us. Yeah, it's been fun. We've had a great time.
Excellent. All right. See you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.